we're gonna definitely get started. I'm gonna do a countdown now. We got 6 people in here. This is great. Okay. I need to see everything. Okay, all right, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, Chicago, and welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka Miss Hip Hop. And today we have a very special guest with us. He is a producer, a vocalist, and a multi-instrumentalist, all the way from Johannesburg, Africa. That is so amazing to me. So, you guys, I won't tease you anymore. Without further ado, bring it to the mic, my boy, T-Pro. How you doing, T-Pro?
Oh, I'm so great. I'm so great. I feel so great to be with you on the show. I can't just believe that. It's so amazing. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Me
I'm
too.
doing great. And you, how are you doing there?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And how are you doing?
No, I'm doing so great. I'm so great. I've been waiting for this moment all this morning. So yeah, I'm so happy to be finally in the show. Yeah.
Me too, definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so T-Pro, we like to start off all our interviews here at Speak Your Mind Radio with an icebreaker question for the guest. So are you ready?
Of course, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you make music?
Music is what I am. So I make music to be able to reach out to the people, just to communicate to the people, to send a message out to the people, just to reach out to the people, to educate people, just to, music is about sharing your feelings, how you feel about the world, how you feel about everything around the world. So you actually can communicate to the people, so as to educate them, so as to get people to understand how things, because, there are so many things that actually happens in the world, and most people wouldn't be able to realize that. So it takes an artist, because an artist has got a deeper eye to be able to see things that most people cannot be able to see. So we sit down and we've got a lot of time by ourselves, and we can sit down and write something down just to educate people about the music. But sometimes just about how I feel. So it's basically how I feel. So just to educate people. That's basically that, yeah.
Basically, yeah, that's the whole idea of music.
Yeah.
You just, said in a detailed nutshell, that's exactly what music is. It's about expressing one's feelings about the environment and the atmosphere around them. So yeah, that's a great answer. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Yeah, cool. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay, T-Pro, why don't you tell the listeners and the viewers out there today a little bit about yourself, and how did you get started in composing your own music?
Composing music takes a lot of skills. You obviously need to be able to listen to yourself, what actually goes. Because remember, there was music before instruments. So you have to have that thing inside you that tells you what you need to be writing about. So yeah, composing music, for example, you actually need to be able to use a computer. You need to be able to understand instruments. You need to understand music in general. So for me, to answer your question, it's been a long journey. So I started playing a guitar way before most of the people that are listening, right? Yeah, but actually it's been a long time that I've been studying. So guitar has always been my part of my life. So I've been playing a guitar. So I started to know how to learn how to do music, like produce myself, because I wanted to do something that I can actually, that instead of like relying on other people. So like I say,
Right.
I'm actually produce myself. Yeah.
Right. That's actually beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this question in real quick, but how do you reach your inspiration without so-called piggybacking off others' influences off music? You don't want to sound like everybody else. So how do you distinguish your sound from other people?
My music, for example, you had an opportunity to be able to listen to other stuff. So basically, you've seen that I've actually diversified into different genres. So it's not only that kind of music. So for me, I listen to, in order for me to be able to make sure that I sound different from the rest of the people. I play guitar, I can play instruments, I can sing, I can do all of that. So I'm able to do things that actually comes out of me instead of actually having to rely on how people are doing music outside.
Yeah, it's a science to it. And the fact that you're a one-man band, you can do that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure other people are more
there is a
influenced.
secret in that. Yeah.
It's a secret. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a secret in that doing music alone. Yeah, I do music with other people, but most of the time I actually do music by myself. So, for example, like if I don't know, people need to understand how music actually start off with an inspiration. You don't want to lose that music waiting for somebody all the way from a different part of the country to come and sing. You know what I mean? You don't want to lose that. So actually, when something comes out now, it has to come out. It has to be released. So you have to. So for me, I'm lucky, not really lucky. I've learned how to do things by myself, so I can
Yes.
work on a song by myself without actually having to rely on other people. But that can be a weakness as well, because I've known that over my experience, that if I work with you, for example, you're gonna put a different flavor into the song, so that will make a song to have a different taste. So, but all in all, but I do music mostly by myself.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah, there are pros and cons to working with yourself, and
yeah, of
you
course there
definitely,
is.
yeah, you definitely distinguish both of them right there in that
Yeah,
answer. So
yeah.
cool.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
T Pro, what is your favorite instrument to play besides the guitar?
Oh, what else would I say? I can play a piano, but it's not my favorite. I find it very noisy. I love my guitar. I don't know why you had to take out a guitar of the list, because guitar has always been.
I love
Guitar is beautiful. It's like wow, I can play it anytime. Anytime I can take it in where I don't have to rely on electricity to power it up. You know what I mean? So I love that guitar. But I would say a keyboard, an instrument that I'd love different, other than a keyboard, would be a piano.
Okay, I like that answer too. I like the keyboard. It's more softer than the piano, the sound of it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
It is quite soft. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I definitely understand that. But
Yeah.
while we're on the subject of music, I want to talk about your single, Celina.
Hmm.
I just gonna tell you, like, I really love that song. I feel like it's relatable. I feel like I
Hmm.
have friends that have bumped into a lot of Selenas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of heartbreak
Okay,
going
that's great.
on.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. And the other thing I really, really liked about the song that really made it stand out, oh my God, was the flute playing at the end, like toward the middle and the
Okay.
end.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was so beautiful.
Oh, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I did play that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you played the heck out
Yeah.
of it because it was
Yeah. Yeah.
beautiful, man.
No,
And
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah.
you're welcome. It just made me really like that song and everything. But I wanted to ask you, like, so the song is so relatable. Were you speaking about something that happened to you personally in your own life, or was it all fictional?
No, it's all fictional. But basically, I must say that actually the song has been written by Nsuku, which is the artist that actually says that. So Sugo wrote the song. So he came to the studio to work together. He comes sometimes when we got something to do together. So, but I actually had worked on a sound before he came. So when he came in there, when he listened to the sound, we started writing things down, because I actually prefer to let people write what they feel about. It actually makes them feel at home. They actually can relate better, instead of like asking people to write about what you want them to write about. So he
Hmm.
came there and I gave him all the opportunity. I said, no, do what you need to do. He wrote the things down, and then he came into the mic, and then wow, it was beautiful. And I loved everything about it. So he recorded the song, recorded the vocals. So he left me the whole night. I remember that night I never slept, because it kept telling me that I actually have to do this until it's done. So I remember I slept at 4 o'clock, but I had a lot of reflective mind over that. Like, is this good? People love this. What is this? You always have to, you go through something like that, because you're not too sure as to what the people will find it relatable. I'm glad you find it relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you find it relatable. But but anyway, that is something that really shocked me. I never thought I could do a sound like that, and most people really loved it. And when I sent it to the people around, and people started loving it, and then that gave me a lot of courage to be able to proceed. So yeah, I really appreciate that you got a lot of people that can find it relatable as well.
Yeah, I found it so relatable that it reminded me of, and it's not the same thing, but Michael Jackson's Billie Jean, like Billie Jean's not my
Wow,
lover. You feel me? I mean,
you would have,
'cause it's
you
relatable.
would
You
have
feel
put
me?
you would have put me into that level. I do really appreciate that. I never thought of Michael Jackson. That's like a legend. I
Yeah,
really appreciate it. Yeah, that's beautiful. I really appreciate it.
you're very welcome because it's the truth.
Yeah,
So I'm just telling
yeah,
you how I
yeah.
think and everything. But yeah,
Oh, that's great. It's really interesting to find how that song triggered that little memory in your mind, in a subconscious mind about Michael Jackson. Oh, that's beautiful. I do
yeah,
really, it really humbles me, honestly.
yes, and Dirty
Yeah.
Diana too, because
Wow, wow. You're speaking of the greatest. That's really appreciable. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
you're welcome.
So thanks. Mm.
So now, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
What American recording artist would you like to collaborate with one day?
Wow. Why did it cousin have to come? There's been a lot of fear. I'd like to obviously work with Asha, obviously. Asha somehow dies for me. For a strange reason that I found him to be able to be flexible in different sound. He started off with R&B, and I heard some of the song in the dance music. So he's kind of flexible. So obviously that will do a lot.
Wait, what was the artist's name?
Asha,
Asha?
yeah.
Dang. I do not know who Asha is.
Oh, probably I can't pronounce it properly. Like it's like uh, Asha. Oh, come on. The pronunciation is a problem now.
Ah, it's okay.
Yeah,
How do
okay,
you
yeah.
spell it?
It's Usher.
Oh, Usher, Usher.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Usher,
yeah, yeah.
definitely. Yeah, that would
Hmm.
be cold if you worked with
Yeah,
him. I could
yeah,
see
that
something
would be
like
cool.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Mm.
Okay, so let's talk about your single Sambrella.
Samborela. Oh, Samborela.
Sambrella,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
What is that called? I mean, what does that mean? That name?
No, 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 just a name like Thomas and Peter. Does it really have a name? But it just like on the song itself, it sort of like resonated very well. So I chose the name Sambrella is just as a name. I can say a lot about the song because I literally just wrote the song. Hey, remember I actually said to you I've got an original of that. For a very strange reason, the original song of Sambrella is still not released. So I
What?
so I did a remix of that before the original is released, but it will be released very soon. So if you listen to Samborela, you wouldn't be able to get a lot of understanding. But basically, in a very shallow definition of that, is basically somebody that just left you, like your baby, like your love, and love if love left you, and then you actually asking them back. So basically, that's what the song is about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
That's what the song is about, yeah. And that's fictional as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's
definitely.
fictional. Yeah, yeah. Mm.
I like that song too. For me, it was a little bit different, maybe because it was the remix and I didn't hear the original yet. But I
Yeah.
felt a lot of inspirational vibes from it though. Like I could see, hear, touch, and smell the music when I'm
Hmm.
listening to it, and it makes me want to get up and dance. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I like the vibe of it.
Oh, cool. Faith, I really appreciate it. I do really appreciate it. Yeah.
Definitely.
Hmm.
Okay. So, T Pro, what are your goals for the rest of this year, 2020, musically?
Musically, if all this lockdown or this nightmare comes to an end, I would have loved to at least have performed into a big crowd.
Ooh.
That has been my dream. So I've got some few people that actually did promise me that as soon as the lockdown is finished, they would give me that opportunity to be able to perform in front of the public. That's basically my biggest dream for this year, and I wish to be able to reach that.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see you perform live. I would like to see you come to America and perform.
Oh, wow. Yeah, let's just keep that. But obviously, I would love to come there and perform for the people there. That would be great. That would be great. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We will look forward to it as well.
Okay.
Thank you so much, T-Pro, for coming on today's show.
It's such a pleasure. It's such a beautiful opportunity. I wouldn't have thought that would be possible, that I would be speaking to you today. I do really appreciate it. Yeah.
And I appreciate your presence as well, brother. Like, seriously, I want to tell you to keep making music. Don't stop. Don't second guess yourself. Don't do none of that. Just continue to make compose beautiful music.
I would actually definitely do that.
Cool. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate you, for all the viewers out there on Facebook and all the listeners on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you enjoyed today's show, do not forget to cash at me at, let me read it, www.paypal.me/MissHipHop2020. And I'm going to be very honest with you. The money that comes to Speak Your Mind is to help lives like this. This live is through the Zoom app. It's a communication app. And it costs $15, I'm being honest, $15 a month to do ads like this each and every week. So that's what the money is for. So if you really enjoyed today's show, I would really appreciate it if you could cash at me. And I will link that at the bottom after today's show, so you guys can come back and see the link and everything. So again, thank you for your time and your presence. And without Speak Your Mind Radio, without you, there's no Speak Your Mind Radio, period.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the truth. So yeah, so we got to get it every week. And that's what the funds are going toward, is to have lives like this each and every week. So thank you so much again, and see you guys later. Peace.
Peace. Have a good one. Enjoy.
You too.
All right, bye.
Thanks, T-Pro. Bye.
Cheers, mate. Nicole.